Hey everybody, how's it going? This is Darrin with GuitarControl.com bringing you this video lesson. And today I want to show you 3 riffs that from popular songs that are really great exercises. I've been kind of doing a series on this, and a lot of it's been on stuff for alternate picking, but this one is not so much alternate picking, it is for your fretting hand to really kind of help it to get better reach. One of the things that I hear a lot from like beginner students and stuff is they all say, oh, my hands are too small, my fingers are too short, I can't reach these things. Well, I've got very small hands. I don't have, like Yngwie, Paul Gilbert, Steve Vai, big crazy hands. So anyhow, these exercises are really good for just kind of helping getting your fingers to want to stretch and stuff. And it's a little bit more entertaining to do this than it is to, to sit and stretch your hand out and whatnot. I mean, you should, kind of do that anyway, just to kind of work yourself into it, but they're fun little riffs. Anyway, be sure to click on the link in the description for the tabs, and let's get close up and take a look what we got going on here. Alright, so the first one we're going to look at is Everlong by Foo Fighters. Now, I did this one just like a couple of weeks ago, the original way that it's done in drop D, but I'm going to show you how to do it in standard tuning, which makes it more difficult to play. It's got like some bigger stretches and stuff, so like I said, it's just a really good exercise. So, we're going to start off. We're going to, you're going to put your second finger on the 9th fret of the A string and your 4th finger onto the 11th fret of the D string. Then take your 3rd finger, put it on the 10th fret of the low E, and your 1st finger on the 7th fret of the low E. So the strumming for this, I mean, that part of it isn't like really super important, I mean, it's just like how the song is. You can look, when you look on the tabs, it'll make more sense, but and then just remove your 3rd finger. So now we're going to take that shape that we're doing right there with 1, 5, and then 9, which this shape right here is going to be kind of the it's kind of the center of all of these riffs. We're going to move that down, so now your 1st finger is on the 3rd fret, your 2nd's on the 5th, and your 4th is on the 7th. And then move it all the way back up to the 9 again, or to 7, so. Then you just put your your 3rd finger back on and start over. Alright, so the next one we're going to look at is Message in a Bottle by The Police. So this one uses that same shape that we were doing here, on the last one. It uses that all over. So we're going to start off here on the 4th fret of the A string, and then it's going to go to the 6th fret of the D and 8th of the G. So you don't want, you want the notes to be separate. Then from there we go to the low E, 5, and then 7 on the A, and then 9 on the D. And then from there we go down to the 2nd fret of the A string, and then the 4th fret of the D and 6th of G. So far. And now from there we're going to move that just straight down, so now we're on the 2nd fret of the low E, 4th fret of the A, and 6th fret of the D. And when we do that, we slide up a half step. So the whole thing slowly. that's a really good exercise for stretching out those fingers and stuff. You'll feel it like right away if you haven't, especially if this is like new to you, haven't done this kind of stuff before, you're going to really feel it right away. So with these, you don't want to overdo it. Don't, especially if you're really new to this. If you're a beginner, have only been playing for a short amount of time, don't overdo it. Don't play them to the point that you give yourself tendonitis or something. Listen to your body. If you start playing it, if you're playing it after 30 seconds, it's really kind of hurting, then give it a rest. Work yourself up to it. Work yourself up to being able to play these with some endurance. Okay, so then the last one we want to look at is another police one, and this is the riff for Every Breath You Take. Now these chords are difficult to do. They're just such big stretches and stuff, and it's like I really have a hard time playing it myself, so you'll probably hear little mistakes here and there and stuff, but work at it. It's a really good exercise. Alright, so for the first chord, we're on the 3rd fret of the low E with your first finger, and then I'm on the 4th fret of the G string with my 2nd finger. I'm on the 5th fret of the A string with my 3rd finger, and the 7th fret of the D string with my 4th finger. So the picking pattern for it, so it's like I'm going 6, 5, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5. Or the last one actually is 5, 4, not 6, 5. You do that twice. Then the next chord, a little bit easier. This one's like pretty tough. Open, low E, 2nd fret of the A string with my 1st finger, 4th fret of the 4th string with my 3rd finger, and 4th string open. Same picking pattern. Then from there, we're just going to move our 1st finger up a half step, and so we're on the 3rd fret of the A string with your 1st finger, 5th fret of the D string with your 2nd finger, 5th fret of the B string with your 3rd finger, and 7th fret of the G string with your 4th finger. Same picking pattern again. And then we just move that shape up a whole step. So now our 1st finger's at the 5, 2nd finger's at 7, 3rd finger's at 7, and 4th finger is at 9. And then it just starts over again. Whoa. See, like I said, just from playing all of these things, just demonstrating, I can already feel that here in my wrist, in my hand and stuff. It's a lot of stretching. So like I said, these are, they're cool riffs. I would just take them one at a time, and I'm doing them kind of in the order of easiest to most difficult. So that Foo Fighters one is the easiest one, and this Every Breath You Take is by far the hardest one. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed that and you got something out of it. If you like this lesson, give me a thumbs up and leave a comment down below. Let me know if there's something you'd like to see covered in a future lesson. If you have not already done so, please subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of the content that we upload throughout the week. Well, that is all I've got for you today. Thanks for watching and have a great day.